All right, people, what is good? So I wanted to a while back start this thing where I just showcase what I've pre-ordered for the month. Something that's popped up, and I meant to do this a couple of months ago, but I totally lost track of time. But I'm gonna try to make this thing a monthly thing at least for the time being. But first up, what I got on pre-order is the Jaime Lannister 1/6 scale figure from Triple Zero. I think that's what it's called. As you can see, or 3-0, I'm sorry. As you can see from this, the accuracy is spot on, I believe. I know they've had the Jon Snow figure. They've also had the Tyrion Lannister, and Ned Stark. And I think the Ned Stark one, it looked decent. I don't think it was spot on, but the Tyrion Lannister one looked really good, and this Jaime Lannister one looks excellent in my opinion. You can see everything it comes with. It even comes with the armor, the Lannister armor, which I think well, actually it's not. It's the what is it? The Kingsguard uh, armor, which looks good. I mean, it's detailed out. If you can get this picture close up, which I can't, but it looks really, really good. He even's got the sword. Everything is removable, so I just like the way they attached all that on, and it just looks really good. All right, next up on the pre-order list, this is the Batman from Batman v Superman, a movie that I am super, super anticipated and hyped up for. To me, this is the movie I've been dreaming about. I mean, since I was a kid, no other movie even comes close to my anticipation for this movie. Plus, it's going to be a great year for movies in general, but this is the one I'm looking forward to. But this is from Medicom, Mafex style. So it looks great, and the one thing I really like about Mafex is the fact they use the fabric capes, and it's got interchangeable parts. Now, I hope it doesn't have the same problem as the Batman figure I had before, where the shoulder just kept popping in and out. It was just annoying. I'm hoping they address that, but these figures are great. The articulation is there, interchangeable parts, all that stuff. And this costume, it looks pretty accurate to the film from the small little trailers we've seen of Batman. But so far it looks good. There's not so much detail on it. I mean, the style of this Batman suit is reminiscent of the Dark Knight Returns from the Frank Miller saga. So, but it looks good nonetheless. This is how Batman's supposed to look, just dark and just menacing. So I'm highly looking forward to this figure as well. You can't order Batman without ordering Superman. Yeah, they go together. The Superman, the head sculpt on it doesn't look the best, but the general body overall, I really dig the way it looks. I think the head sculpt, probably because of the lighting on this picture, but it doesn't look the best, but it'll work, nonetheless. It looks somewhat decent, but the cape looks nice. Like I said, the whole suit looks good, and it's just going to be paired up with Batman. I mean, why not? I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet if Figure Arts is going to make one. I'm assuming they will, but for right now, this is it. I think it looks pretty good for what it is. In the price range, it's around 50 something dollars. So that's what you expect in the import line. It's going to be around that price. I mean, unless you don't go overseas, and then you'll still probably have to pay a lot for shipping. But Big Bad Toy Store, that's where I do most of my shopping at anyway. So they're my go-to people for this. Now, last up, we have Yami from Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been looking forward for this figure since I've seen the little prototypes. I've always asked for 6-inch scale Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, and it's finally happened. This is from Figma, and they nailed it. I mean, they've got interchangeable hands, a face, so he's going to get the standard face, and he's going to get the more extreme expression. The dual discs, I believe it's removable. I think I've seen in other photos where it's off his arm, but he's got the cards. This is something I've really wanted for a while. It just looks so good. And I believe the Millennium item can be removed. I haven't seen any news yet if they're gonna add any more like Joey or Sento Kaiba. I'm hoping they do. I mean, why not? But I think if this figure actually takes off, then it will, and they'll definitely make some more figures in this scale. But it looks so nice. I mean, the way they just the sculpting on it. And I've always said this before about imports. It's fans are making these figures because they put the attention to detail. You can tell the love goes into it. Just look at it. I mean, it looks like a legitimate statue piece. Just the quality alone. So I'm looking forward to this, and it's around, I would say, 50 to 60 bucks. But hey, for me, I'll pay whatever it is for this figure. I've been wanting this kind of figure for a long time. So yeah, definitely hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Get your pre-orders in. It's going to be a huge, huge year, I think, next year coming up for figures. There's a lot of movies that are coming out. There's going to be a lot of figures for those movies, and just all around in general, just a lot of good figures that are coming out. So, all right, guys, until next time. Peace.